U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent is forging ahead with aggressive tariff policies, directly defying a recent Supreme Court ruling. Starting tomorrow, Tuesday, February the 24th, 2026, new global 15% tariffs are set to be imposed on imports, with the administration seemingly continuing to avoid a vote in Congress. This bold move comes despite the highest court in the land declaring many existing tariffs illegal. The question of how President Donald Trump's tariffs would proceed has dominated political talk shows over the weekend. Will President Trump now allow Congress to vote on his trade policy? What will happen to the $175 billion in tariff revenue collected on what the Supreme Court deems an unlawful basis? And if these funds are to be repaid, to whom will they go? Clear answers have been scarce from both the president and his financial experts. Yet they appeared determined in weekend broadcasts. Speaking on Fox News, Treasury Secretary Bessent stated, "We are in contact with our foreign trade partners. They like the agreed trade agreements. Nothing will change there." He clarified that the new 15% global tariff on imports takes effect tomorrow, Tuesday, February 24th. This, he explained, will provide the government with 150 days to place the tariffs on a legally sound foundation. Bessent outlined crucial criteria for these tariffs: evidence of unfair trade practices in other countries or a threat to U.S. national security. Investigations will be commissioned to establish these grounds. Ultimately, Bessent affirmed, nothing will change concerning tariff revenues, neither this year nor in the future. The question of whether the Constitution requires Congress to vote on tariff policy was directly posed to the Treasury Secretary. His response, "It could be that this comes onto the table." However, he quickly added, "The President does not need Congress to ramp up tariff revenues again." He repeated the argument that this applies if unfair trade practices by other countries are proven or if U.S. national security is threatened. The Trump administration's reluctance to seek a congressional vote is unsurprising, according to Kimberly Clausing, a trade expert at the Peterson Institute for International Economics. Speaking on CNN, Clausing was unequivocal. "There is zero chance that Congress will approve Trump's tariffs," she asserted, describing them as highly unpopular. She also highlighted the upcoming congressional elections in November as a significant factor. Indeed, public opinion polls show that 60% of the population disapproves of Trump's tariff policy. Despite widespread opposition, President Trump is adamant about maintaining the tariffs. He needs the annual revenue equivalent to 150 billion euros to fund his planned tax cuts. As for the $175 billion in previously collected tariff revenue, Secretary Bessent remained vague, stating that courts would now have to decide its fate. Numerous companies and several federal states have already announced their intention to reclaim the unlawfully paid tariffs. The defiance of the Supreme Court, the determined push for new tariffs, and the looming legal battles over past collections set the stage for a contentious period in U.S. trade policy with significant economic and political ramifications. Stay tuned for more updates on this developing story. This video was generated using artificial intelligence. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more updates. See you next time.